Alrighty, hi everybody. Today I'll be giving a presentation on Alanna. Alright, so this book, its full name is Alanna, the First Adventure, written by Tamora Pierce in 2023. It is currently the first book of what is now a four-part series, and this first book takes us through the early childhood development of Alanna. So the book starts off describing Alanna and her environment in which she grows up in, and it dives into a couple of her passions. And some of her passions growing up are hunting and using the sword, and a lot of these what are generally considered manly jobs. The jobs that the women in the village don't typically do. And so this sets us up for when Alanna eventually is to be sent off. In order to, learn how to be a woman, and Alanna doesn't want to do that. Instead, she wants to learn how to be a knight, and she wants to do what she loves, which is swordplay and what I mentioned earlier. And so Alanna is met with this precarious situation in which she can't do what she wants to do because of her gender. And so the uniqueness in this story kind of stems from that fact, and it is written in an elegant way that describes Alanna's journey through becoming a knight as a female. So that's accomplished by Alanna taking on an alias of Alan and disguising herself as a boy. And so she does that, early on just by cutting her hair and acting like a boy. And later on, we see that she runs into a couple of struggles with regard to her coming of age, and it really ties together both her challenges as trying to be a boy and her challenges of being a girl. All right, so I wanted to touch a little bit about how Tamora Pierce seeks to redefine this genre. So, what is stereotypical of this genre is typically a male protagonist, who in this case would be a male who goes to night school and goes off and saves the world, yada yada yada. We've seen it a million times, and it's not all that unique now. So, what's really unique is obviously the female protagonist, and how Pierce redefines the genre is obviously through using a female protagonist, most obviously, but she does it in a tasteful way that doesn't take away from the overall enjoyment and the message of the book, and it does it and it accomplishes a few cool, unique things. So first of all, it's able to kind of tell the story of a woman who, has these big aspirations and big goals in life, but she's told by everybody else in the world that she's not able to accomplish them. And it demonstrates said person accomplishing her goals through the employment of grit, hard work, and determination. So it really portrays Alanna as somebody who's able to accomplish these great things with all these hardships in their lives. So it really elevates, this idea that women, and really anybody, but especially women, are able to accomplish great things, and that they shouldn't let what others, might be saying about what they are or are not able to accomplish. They shouldn't let that affect their actions, and they should give it their all and try their best in whatever they do. And so I think Tamora Pierce does a really good job of kind of redefining this typical masculine protagonist genre through the employment of this female protagonist. I really enjoyed it. I think it was really well done. So as for my thoughts on the outcome and the ending of the book. So honestly, I really enjoyed the pacing for the majority of the book, and once we finally get into the desert, and we see this black city off in the distance, and we know something's going to happen with it. And there's a little bit of mystery, and the real truth is shrouded in darkness. We don't really know what's going on with this said city off in the distance, but we can kind of tell through some subtle foreshadowing that this is going to be important to the ending of the book. And I think in my opinion, it felt just a touch rushed with the ending of the book, and I do think it's okay because it's just, the first book in a four-part series, so it's not like the conclusion of Alanna's adventure right here, because obviously we didn't even make it to her 18th birthday where she was supposedly going to reveal to everybody that she is a girl. And, excuse me, I think that it was well done, although perhaps maybe a little rushed, but that's just my opinion. But overall, I do think it was very, very well written. And as somebody who reads a lot of fantasy books in my free time, I do really enjoy this type of story. I just have a soft spot for them, but this one was certainly unique. I think it was really written in a fun and interesting way that allowed Tamora to create such a story that was both intriguing, interesting, and had some good morals and lessons for everybody. So I think it was a great piece, and I will definitely be reading the other books and the series. Thank you, guys.